Hello there. Yes, it's the old git here from Spain. Absolutely feeling jubilant today, feeling in a great mood because I let the dust settle a little bit and see what the local elections in the UK were doing. Now, the local elections in the UK a good indicator of what people are thinking. I think these ones in particular have been very good because Reform UK have done exceptionally well, and they've got themselves. There was a by-election as well for Runcorn, and they took that as well. They overturned, I think it was a 14,000 majority. They overturned and took the seat and took and got a beautiful lady into the House of Commons. So they've got another MP there, and it's wonderful to think that this small party, Lee Anderson and Nigel Farage, and who else is there in there? There's I forgot this lady's name, but I'm sure it'll start being. I'll start to know it very soon, and they do so well. They basically Parliament shiver when they ask a question because and Mr. Starmer, yeah, the Prime Minister Starmer, the Harmer, yeah. He's pooping in his trousers because, and so is the rest of his cabinet, because they're all a bunch of wasters. And Britain has spoken through these local elections because they're showing people who've been staunch Labour voters, staunch Conservative voters have moved. And they've not gone to the Lib Dems, who are absolutely stupid. They just pull stunts on water slides and eating cream cakes and blah, blah, blah. They're just a nobody. I think the only reason they've ever got votes is protests against. But now there's a real party. There's only 5 of them, but they will be more. And they've taken so many local councils. They will be like thorns in the side of this government. And it's really good. I mean, as far as I could say, Nigel Farage will be the next Prime Minister. Unfortunately, with this great thing that the Labour government got in with a very small, they got a large majority vote, but with a small turnout, which was disastrous. But I don't think that will happen again. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what reform we're getting up to. Hopefully. I won't be on too long today. I'm jubilant, as I said, because of reform, and I am totally biased. And what's really, really good is I based this particular video around my hometown because I'm from Stoke-on-Trent originally, although I live in Spain now, and it was one of the most wokest places in the country, apparently, because I've not been there for a long time. But anyway, I'm bigging up Stoke. And it's great that Reform have taken Stoke over. Total Council have taken it over. So let's have a listen to a few clips and see how they're taking it.
Genuinely think that this party that has been there for 200 years, governed this country for much of it, what has happened overnight will signal the hollowing out of the Conservative Party, more members leaving, more branches declining, and frankly, without councillors, no incentive to go out and campaign. This is the beginning of the end. It is the death of the Conservative Party. And do you know something? They deserve it. They did it to themselves.
They did it to themselves. They deserve it. Yes, they do. And I think it could be the end of the two-party system. But the thing that's really winding me up is that, Starmer, with the majority he has, he's not going to call for election. But if we let him stay in power to the end of his tenure, the country will be totally, it's already getting to the stage where, people can't live, net zero stupidity, and all the other things that they're doing that are just killing the general population. Got 50 millionaires leaving the country every week. They just can't stay in. They're doing nothing right. I mean, you got Ed Silliman running around. net zero. Who for and what for? It's stupid. He's a stupid man. We have the capability to get to net zero even quicker if they start pouring money into putting nuclear power stations, the modular nuclear power stations, up and down the country. The size of 2 football pitches can serve 1 million homes, and it's clean energy. And then forget about these EVs, electric cars. They are scarring the planet in many ways. Let's get the hydrogen cars on the road. Get the petrol stations to put in the pumps. It's proven technology which works. I mean, they've got trucks now that are doing over 1,800 kilometers on one fill up of hydrogen in other countries. And what do? Oh, we'll put another battery in the car. Ridiculous. Come on. So anyway, I can say I'm so excited today with what's going on and with reform. And the other thing that's really got to me, which I thought was brilliant, is, well, he is going to fly the flag. Yes, St George's flag and this flag overall, buildings are not fly these ridiculous, stupid flags with rainbows and all that. And somebody said, what about the Ukraine flag? The fact that he doesn't meet me, probably might put that one, I don't know. But what I'm saying is the stupidity flags, all these, inclusions. I mean, in Bradford, they raised over the town hall of Bradford the Pakistani flag. And in other places they do, you see all the flags. Why can't you be proud of your flag? I think you should be proud of your flag. And it's St George's Day. Was it VE Day yesterday? I don't think it was it. I'm getting too excited, but great. So, yes, on public buildings, you will only get 2 flags. St George's and, of course, the Union Jack there. And be proud of it. Why can't you be proud of your flag? Every other country is. I think they should perhaps let you put the county flag up of the constituents that you're in or whatever, something like that. That wouldn't be too bad either. But anyway, that's another thing that I think it's only small things that they can do because their powers are limited. And this is what's going to really upset me is because they're looking strong, old Barney Starmer there has got to do something to get back on track. But there's nothing he can do. But I know that he will try and get bylaws passed to overrule things done by the local councils. He'll be forcing things on, he'll be reducing their budgets. He'll do every dirty trick in the book to try and make reform look bad. Well, let me tell you this, people. If you fall for that, you fall for the end of the UK and the culture of that country. That's it. They only pander to one group of people, as you know. I'm openly saying it because everybody else is saying it now, and it's got to stop. But anyway, the flags will be flying, and it will be the Union Jack in England or St George's flag. What else is going on? Well, I think he's going to fix all these broken councils. Listen to what he said about, I think, Staffordshire. And this is quite interesting as well.
Love this. Oh, you'll love this if you're from the West Midlands. Staffordshire County Council spent 18,000 quid on driving lessons for asylum seekers. I mean, I knew they got hotels, pocket money, dental care. They even get driving lessons in Staffordshire. And on it goes.
Driving lessons in Staffordshire for immigrants. How dare you spend taxpayers' money like that? Well, it won't happen again because now reform control you. And apart from all the other things that have been said, I think was she from Lincoln, one of the mayoresses who's just been newly appointed for reform, said that we're going to protest, or we're going to try and stop the hotels being used to put migrants in their cities. Now, it's going to be difficult, and they can try. And she openly said we should put them in tents. But why not? A big encampment out of the sticks somewhere, big fence around him, 4 big, what they used to have in the Second World War, observation towers at each corner, allowed in and out when they say, under tents, and there you'll stay until you are processed. And if you're processed and not stay, away you go. I mean, even Donald Trump now is looking at the Rwanda to put the people that gone to America illegal. Why can't we do it? We can do it. And I think now we've got the party, if we can keep up the momentum and keep reform on top, that will happen. That's what we need now. And it's going to be a really exciting time for local government, I think. The other thing is, which I'm really, really happy about, is all this woke rubbish and inclusion and whatever it was, I don't know, disillusioned inclusions. I don't know what to call all that crap that I'm not interested in. I think that will go through the window, because he even said that, well, I think he says it on the next video that I'm going to play. I said I'm not going to stay on long because it's really, really exciting right now for me, because things are starting up. Now, before I show you the next video, is there a way to get rid of this present government? The only thing I can see is by bringing the country to a halt, protesting to the extent where nothing will move and nothing will happen. It will cost you a few bob, maybe you'll suffer a little bit, but bring it to a halt. Bring it to the stage where nothing works, nothing can go on until this government decides to call a general election. Now, I think I don't mean violence, I mean use the power of the people, boycott everything, and force this government to call for a general election under the auspices that it's a call for election because it's a vote of no confidence in this government. I'm sure we can do something like that. Well, you can. If I was there, I'd be doing it too, but I'm not. But anyway, again, too excited now. Calm down. The other thing that I really heard you say, he went back to Stoke-on-Trent, and here he is.
Well.
Change is what you're going to get. It's going to be a very different culture in terms of the way this county council is run. It became one of the wokest county councils in the country under the Tories. It won't be like that with us. In fact, it's quite why the two parties have almost become indistinguishable from each other.
And the council workers themselves, is there a message for them?
Well, yeah, get back to work. And if you're working on DEI or climate change, well, you may need to seek a new career.
I love that. If you're working in DUI or climate change, you better look for another career. I think he means it as well, and I think he'll clean out the town halls and government bodies that are just so controlled by this woke rubbish. And when it happens, I think it'll be a better place. I think he'll also make sure that everybody goes to work. Not working from home, go to work. And that's how it should be. So, as I said, only a short one today. It's been brilliant, and I'm really happy with the way things are turning out. And I don't know, I think a bit of pressure put on by the population of this country, and bring everything to a standstill, and demand that he calls for an election. It's not violent. It's using the power of the people, isn't it, to get it done. And I think it can be done. And let's get on and move forward, because my vision of the future at the moment is looking very bleak, whereas the certain group who's been pandered to, they're being given more rights than everybody else, even now, as I'm told, running the prisons inside, criminals running the prisons. They're also converting people to their way of thinking. It's convert or get hurt, is the saying. There's lots of things that are. But you know what? Really, all this rubbish is caused by 4% of the population. 4%. And, everybody's carried in their boots. It shouldn't be. Come on, people, stand up for yourselves. Make Britain into the great country it was. People, get yourselves some cojones and stand up and make Britain survive, stay alive, keep well. That's all I'm going to do today. Only a short one, and I think you get the message. But big ups, Nigel Farage. Congratulations to the Reform Party. Keep at it, lads. And you're going to get attacked. from all sides. They all don't want you there, but you'll bust that two-party system. And maybe if it has to go the full 4 years for that idiot, he won't be there after. Unfortunately, they'll leave you a such mess. They'll leave a note in the drawer like they did before. We're bankrupt. And that's what you'll have to contend with. But you can do it. All right, that's it. Take care. Have a great day. If you hear any noise in the background, it's because the windows are open. It's hot in Spain. And I'll see you the very next time with the next video. How about that?